Welcome to this microlearning session on understanding the law of diffusion of innovation, how new ideas spread and gain acceptance. Brought to you by Disruptive Lion Learning, a leader in innovative learning and education. Innovation is all around us. Let's learn and innovate together. What is the law of diffusion of innovation? The law of diffusion of innovation is a sociological theory that explains how new ideas, products, or innovations spread and are adopted by a population over time. It was formulated by Everett in his 1962 book Diffusion of Innovations. The law describes the following 5 categories of adopters within a population: innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, laggards. The model is relevant in the study of innovation and adoption. Who was Everett Rogers? Everett Rogers was a renowned American sociologist and communication theorist, best known for his work on the diffusion of innovations. He made significant contributions to the field of communication, particularly in understanding how new ideas, technologies, and innovations spread within societies. Rogers' most influential work is his book titled Diffusion of Innovations, published in 1962. In this seminal work, he introduced the concept of the diffusion of innovation and outlined the theory that explains the adoption and spread of new ideas. He categorized individuals within a population into adopter categories, including innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards, based on their readiness to adopt innovations. Rogers' work has had a profound impact across various disciplines, including marketing, technology, public health, sociology, and education. It has provided a framework for understanding and predicting how innovations are accepted and adopted by different segments of the population. His insights have been instrumental in shaping strategies for product development, marketing, and the dissemination of new technologies and practices. Everett Rogers' work continues to be influential and relevant in the study of innovation, adoption, and diffusion, making him a significant figure in the fields of sociology and communication. There are 5 significant concepts related to the law of diffusion of innovation. Adopter categories. One of the central concepts is the categorization of adopters into 5 groups: innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. Understanding these categories helps businesses tailor their strategies to different segments of the population based on their willingness to adopt new innovations. Diffusion curve. The diffusion curve is a graphical representation that shows the cumulative percentage of adopters over time. It illustrates the rate at which an innovation is adopted and how different adopter categories contribute to the curve's shape. Critical mass. Critical mass refers to the point in the diffusion process at which an innovation reaches a level of adoption that ensures its continued growth and sustainability. Crossing this threshold is often crucial for the success of an innovation. Innovation characteristics. Innovations are not all the same. They vary in terms of their characteristics, such as relative advantage, complexity, compatibility, observability, and trialability. These characteristics influence how quickly and widely an innovation is adopted. S-curve of adoption. The S-curve is a common pattern that adoption follows, characterized by slow initial growth, rapid acceleration, and then slowing down as the innovation approaches saturation. This concept helps predict when an innovation is likely to reach its peak adoption. These concepts are fundamental to understanding how innovations spread and are adopted by individuals and organizations, providing valuable insights for businesses, policymakers, and innovators. How does the law of diffusion of innovation help business? The law of diffusion of innovation holds significant importance across various fields and industries due to several reasons. Product development and marketing. Understanding how innovations spread helps businesses plan their product development and marketing strategies. It guides the timing of product launches and the targeting of different customer segments. Adoption and acceptance. The law provides insights into why and how people adopt new technologies or ideas. This knowledge can inform the design and introduction of innovations that are more likely to be accepted by the intended audience. Risk management. Innovators and early adopters often take on more risk by trying new things. Understanding this can help businesses manage risks associated with new products or services. Communication strategies. It informs communication and messaging strategies for different adopter categories. Messages can be tailored to resonate with the concerns and motivations of each group. Public policy and healthcare. Policymakers and healthcare professionals use diffusion theory to understand and promote the adoption of health practices, policies, and technologies. For example, encouraging the adoption of vaccination or healthy behaviors. Technology planning. In the technology sector, it influences technology planning and investment decisions. Companies and governments use it to anticipate the adoption and obsolescence of technologies. Economic impact. It has economic significance by affecting the success and profitability of new products, services, and technologies, which can, in turn, influence economic growth and competitiveness. There are many more fields and industries where the model holds significance. These include education and training. Educational institutions use diffusion theory to design curricula and training programs that align with how students and professionals adopt new skills and knowledge. Social change. The theory is relevant to understanding social change, as it explains how new ideas and practices gradually become norms within societies. Innovation management. Organizations use diffusion theory to manage the introduction of new processes, tools, and practices within their teams, aiming for smoother transitions and higher adoption rates. In summary, the law of diffusion of innovation is significant because it provides valuable insights into the adoption patterns of new ideas, technologies, and practices. By understanding how innovations spread and are accepted, businesses, policymakers, and individuals can make more informed decisions and better navigate the complex landscape of innovation and change. The law of diffusion of innovation is a sociological theory that explains how new ideas, products, or innovations spread and are adopted by a population over time. The law describes the following 5 categories of adopters within a population. Innovators. These are the first individuals or entities to adopt a new innovation. They are typically risk takers, open to experimentation, and often act as opinion leaders. Early adopters. Early adopters are the second group to embrace an innovation. They are typically well connected in their communities and serve as role models for others. Early majority. The early majority represents the larger segment of the population that adopts an innovation after a significant portion of the population has already done so. They are pragmatic and tend to rely on the experiences of innovators and early adopters before making a decision. Late majority. The late majority consists of individuals or entities who are more skeptical and conservative when it comes to adopting innovations. They tend to do so only when it becomes a necessity. Laggards. Laggards are the last to adopt an innovation, often resistant to change and holding traditional views. They may only adopt when the innovation becomes the norm. The law of diffusion of innovation suggests that the rate of adoption follows a bell-shaped curve over time, with innovators and early adopters adopting quickly, followed by the early majority, late majority, and laggards. Understanding this law is valuable for marketers, innovators, and businesses as it helps predict and manage the adoption process for new products or technologies. It informs strategies for reaching different segments of the population at various stages of the innovation adoption curve. Let's review the diffusion curve in more detail. A diffusion curve, also known as an adoption curve, is a graphical representation that illustrates the adoption and acceptance of a new innovation or idea within a population over time. It's a key concept associated with the law of diffusion of innovation formulated by Everett Rogers. The diffusion curve typically takes the shape of an S and shows the cumulative percentage of adopters on the vertical axis against time or the number of units sold or users on the horizontal axis. The curve is divided into 5 categories of adopters. Innovators. These are the first individuals or entities to adopt a new innovation. They typically represent about 2.5% of the total population or market. Early adopters. Early adopters follow the innovators and represent about 13.5% of the population or market. They are quick to embrace new ideas and technologies. Early majority. The early majority represents approximately 34% of the population or market. They adopt innovations after the early adopters have paved the way. Late majority. The late majority constitutes around 34% of the population or market. They tend to be more skeptical and adopt innovations only after they have become widely accepted. Laggards. Laggards are the last to adopt innovations, making up about 16% of the population or market. They are often resistant to change and may adopt only when it becomes absolutely necessary. The law of diffusion of innovation has practical applications in various contexts, including marketing and technology. Here are some examples of how it is applied in each of these fields. Marketing. Product launch strategy. Marketers use diffusion theory to plan product launch strategies. They target different adopter categories with tailored messaging and incentives. Early adopters, for instance, may be targeted with exclusive previews or early access. Pricing strategies. Understanding the diffusion curve helps determine pricing strategies. Innovators and early adopters may be willing to pay a premium, while late majority and laggards may expect lower prices. Advertising and communication. Marketing campaigns are designed to appeal to different adopter categories. Ads for early adopters may emphasize innovation and uniqueness, while ads for the majority may focus on reliability and practicality. Technology. Technology adoption. Tech companies use diffusion theory to predict the adoption rates of new technologies. This helps in resource allocation, product development, and market positioning. User interface design. User interface and user experience, UI/UX. Designers consider the characteristics of adopters when designing interfaces. They aim for simplicity for the late majority and laggards and sophistication for early adopters. Tech education. Educators and trainers use diffusion theory to structure technology education programs. They recognize that different students may require varying levels of support and time to adopt new tools or software. The law of diffusion of innovation is a theory that elucidates how new ideas, technologies, and innovations spread and are adopted within a population. Key points covered in our presentation include the categorization of adopters into 5 groups: innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards, each with distinct characteristics and behaviors. The concept of a diffusion curve, illustrating the cumulative percentage of adopters over time, typically following an S shape. The significance of the law of diffusion of innovation in various fields, including marketing, technology, and healthcare. Its practical applications, such as informing product launch strategies, pricing decisions, and communication approaches tailored to different adopter categories. The value of understanding this theory is paramount for innovators, marketers, and anyone introducing new ideas or products. By comprehending the dynamics of innovation adoption, they can tailor strategies to specific adopter segments, enhancing the likelihood of successful adoption. Optimize resource allocation, focusing efforts where they are most likely to yield results. Predict the trajectory of adoption, aiding in planning and decision-making. Cultivate empathy for the varying needs and preferences of different adopter categories. We encourage further exploration of the law of diffusion of innovation as a valuable tool for informed decision-making. Embracing this theory equips individuals and organizations with insights that can drive the effective introduction and acceptance of innovations, ultimately leading to greater success and impact in their respective fields. Thank you for watching this micro-learning video, Understanding the Law of Diffusion of Innovation, How New Ideas Spread and Gain Acceptance. Please be sure to review other Disruptive Lion learning content on a wide array of technology and business subjects. Be disruptive and never stop learning.